Past, present, and absent.
Alex?
Here.
Melinda? Here. And Cindy? Here.
Introduction of guests. If you haven't signed in, please come sign in. Number 3, discussion on official letter from Paoli Board of Education requesting Whitebead Public School annex the District of Paola. There will be no vote tonight. This means to acknowledge the request from Paola to voluntarily be annexed by Whitebead and to discuss how to move forward legally in the community's best interest. I'll give the floor to Jason.
Okay. I do want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. If you're interested, our regular board meetings are the second Monday of the month at 5:30, same location. One of the first things we want to do tonight is to establish dates and times for the open meetings that we'll have so that we can take public comment. Anybody have any suggestions? And then also the number of meetings that we want to have. I'd probably suggest maybe one after school, an evening, and then maybe even a weekend.
I would love a weekend, so that way it'll give more people time to come in and be able to be there. So I want input.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm available all day next Tuesday, the sooner the better. And next weekend as well.
Next Tuesday works for me.
Okay.
What time?
We're trying to do one right after school and probably one in the evening to kind of make sure we get people after picking up from school, and then also people that are working have that time after work to come as well. And then, of course, one on Saturday to allow people that can't make it during the week. So 3 possibly.
Jason, what will the meetings be for? What, like this, we're scheduling something for Tuesday, but what is that going to be for?
So that will be to get public input.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, got it.
So like a town hall, community meeting, that's when everybody gets to come up and say what their opinion.
Either ask questions, their opinions, there's information they don't have.
Okay. And on that Tuesday coming up, there will be no vote again by the
No.
board at all. It will just be for questions that our public has. Okay. Yeah, I can do it. I can do the 29th.
You wanted to do the afternoon, evening on the same day?
Do we have any sports or anything that we need to schedule around on Tuesday?
No, if it doesn't rain, state track meets this weekend.
Okay. So 30?
30.
That night? We don't want to do that night, that's the art show. Oh, okay.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the first production.
Yeah.
What time is that?
6 to 7.
6 or 7, so.
Could we do it right after school? And just be done in time for them to go? Or do we need to just schedule a different day?
I think we should definitely have another one for like people that work till 5 or 6.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do we go ahead and do it Tuesday at 3:30, or do we need to make it? Yeah?
I think you can have that one, and then, unless you want that one to be the evening. Well, no, you don't.
No, we don't want it to be.
Yeah, that one will be the 3:30.
Okay, so Tuesday at 3:30.
Okay.
And then if we want a weekend, graduation and everything's coming up. So are we wanting it soon, like May 3rd or May 10th? I think May 10th is Mother's Day weekend. So would we want it May 3rd? Is that too soon after the 3:30 on
Oh, I
Tuesday?
don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, let's do May 3rd, if that's okay.
It depends on what time.
What time works for you?
Yeah,
Because I have something that evening.
we can do it like
Yeah, midday would probably
okay,
be
10
best.
or 11? Yeah. What time? May.
Saturday, May 3rd?
Mhm.
Or, yeah.
I'm flexible, so whatever
I
works
usually-
better for you. Or you,
What time did
Alex.
you
I
want to
just
start?
have tickets that night, so.
Are you wanting like 10 a.m.? Alex?
That works great.
10 a.m. works for me. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we want to do an evening, right? So we have one.
Yeah. Is that too soon? Okay. And then we want to have an evening one? What is May 1st?
I'm not available May 1st.
Yeah.
I'm available May 2nd.
I'm not available May 2nd.
Okay.
Is it better to have it, definitely not on a Wednesday, so is May 8th a possibility?
May 8th a possibility for me, or May 5th. Tracy, you'll have the refreshments.
So May 8th.
It's
on
Thursday. Yep.
Do we need to like check the Pond Valley calendar to see if the school has something going on? Like, we want to be able to get,
I mean, you're never gonna be perfect,
No,
right? So
no, no,
we
but
give
it is-
3 dates, that gives people,
but it is
you know,
busy
3
time of
opportunities.
the,
I
I mean,
know.
I don't know what else is going on. If we
Yeah.
don't, if we're good, then.
I mean,
I'm
that's
good
why
for
we're
May
having
8th.
3,
Anything going
right?
on besides this?
No, probably not. May 8th will work.
May
5:30?
8th. In the evening? Okay.
6?
6.
Yeah, give people enough time to get off of work and then get here.
Okay. May 8th at 6.
Is that good?
I'm good with that.
I don't know if everybody can hear, so, and we'll put this out on all our stuff. The board has set, or is going to set, Tuesday, April 29th, after school at 3:30 will be like a town hall open forum meeting for anybody that wants to come out. Then there'll be another one Saturday, May 3rd at 10 a.m. Then there'll be a third one Thursday, May 8th at 6 p.m. And we'll have those out as well. So I think the next thing is, I think that we should also do a survey that we can send out.
Okay.
Just, you know, another opportunity, either if at one of these forums, people don't have the opportunity to speak, or they don't feel comfortable in that forum, or for some reason they can't make it, it gives them another avenue to get that in. Is there anything you can think of in that? You know, I mean, I figured we'd do resident, non-resident, kids, alumni, like, you know, those different things, and go through and ask, you know, different questions so they have the opportunity to weigh in.
I think that's great.
And then I figured I would survey some of our students, give them the opportunity, you know, to weigh in. They're directly affected by it. Is there a specific day or like time frame that you would like want it out or want it back to you? Or, you know,
I mean,
back to
as
you
soon as
like-
we can get it out, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, probably by our first,
I guess when you
meeting,
want to close it.
when we want to close it, it really depends on when the special board meeting is going to be for the vote. All right, so probably at least give us 72 hours prior to that special board meeting for us to go through all the surveys. So it really depends on that, how long it takes us to get through the community meetings. I know there's probably some other things you want to get done as well. But
How early do we have to actually vote? Yeah, like, we're not on a time, we're like, right? It's not like a, okay. want to get as much input as we can.
Yep.
So I want to make a decision based on what.
So 72 hours prior to,
Our special board meeting for the vote, for the board vote. So I know we haven't set that yet, but when we do set it, make that the cutoff.
is there anything that you can think of as far as that survey?
I mean, definitely opinion, yes, no, any questions they have, concerns, pretty much open, right? We could put a couple, like, are you for, yes or no, and then why? Maybe just two questions. Maybe very simple survey.
When we hold these town halls, how are they going to be able to ask questions? Like, are we just going to have everybody just be able to raise their hand?
Well, we'll have to kind of work through that format and
Okay.
see, and then a little bit, depending on how many people.
Yeah, end up showing up. And I feel like a lot of people maybe have the same questions, and instead of trying to talk to each person individually, is there a way to make it like public, like, okay, here's the questions, and these are this is the information we have? Yeah, because I think it'd be a good way for people to I would want people to get information, facts, rather than hearsay. So if anything that we can make public would be amazing.
Yes, so for this community meeting, if we could have, kind of a presentation. So I talked to Jason about this earlier, like 3 things that I would like from both superintendents. Number 1 is the financial status of both schools, right? So in layman's terms, that we can all read, not just CPAs, right?
Yeah, but yes.
Number 2, kind of each of their visions, how this would actually go down, right? Different ways it could be done. And then number 3 would be like for us, or Whitebead, the benefit for Whitebead. How does this benefit Whitebead? So if we could start out with those and then build on that, I think that's a good start.
Jason, is there anything else that we need to think about?
You say something about survey of the Paoli complex?
The third thing for me is, along with that, like the sheet, but what all information that's like fact gathering from me do you want me to track down? So obviously we want audits, we want estimate of needs, I've got those. What other information? I'll meet with the assessor on Monday for that information. Like, what else information do you want me to gather for you besides public input?
I guess my big question is like, I know it's Paoli, it's all about enrollment, right? So if we did this, how many people would we have to have enroll in this new high school, this new school, and to keep it longevity-wise, right? Like, where does the enrollment numbers meet where we don't get sucked under as well, right? So how do we recruit, and how many do we have to recruit to even make this, long-lasting?
Something I'm curious about. I'll let you try and say. How many Paoli residents currently attend, like their students attend Whitebead or Palms Valley? Like, their enrollment's down, is it because they really don't have the kids, or is it because they're going somewhere else already? Is there a way for us to find that out? Like, how many transfers do we have in from Paoli? Okay, yeah, I would love to get that information.
You want the ones that are out, not in, right?
Correct. How many are already not in Paoli, like at the school? How many already transferred out?
And at their high school, what subjects do they offer? Do they offer upper level, or is it just the basic, or what do they have there?
the information sheet, the last board meeting, broke down those different areas, I do have one of those.
Okay.
So I have one, I have both districts and then I have the district. So I do have it. And I will have, it may not break down the test scores, but I'll get the test scores. What else can you think of when we track down?
I mean, the total amount of money that we would get and how that would help,
Yeah.
you know? I know a lot of people would love Whitebead to go K through 12 again. You know, I don't know if this is probably what they envisioned. So is there any opportunity or like any way that if we did this, would we be able to build high school here? You know, how much would that cost? You know, would that be an option? If it was ever thrown out?
And this isn't something that has to be done this school year, right? Like, we get to set the, okay, okay.
And also the new board could set that stuff. Yeah. And so there's no like have-to timetable.
Got it.
The only like real timetable is once if a resolution is signed by both boards and it goes to the state superintendent, there has to be at least 60 days before an election can be called. Like,
Okay.
that's a definite time limit. There's definitely time limits. State superintendent within 5 days has to basically, for lack of a better term, certify the election. 10-day appeal process, then when that's done, and so like, I mean, there's those things, but as far as like how fast you move, when it's open, no.
Okay. Does our Paola people, do they get to vote prior to us voting, or do we vote first and then Paola votes? Do you know?
There's nothing that says which order it has to
Okay.
be.
Now, to be clear, like, when you talk about we, like, us as the, or what, the OPSRC is, the board will vote first before the community of Paola votes.
Yes.
Right? So
Okay.
we will vote first after we gather all the data,
Yeah.
after we get all the stuff. And then if we vote yes, then it will go to the county, which will go to Paola, and then,
You both are voting to send a resolution to the state superintendent
Okay, got
to
it.
call an election.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any other questions right now.
Any other information you think
Just,
that we need?
I would like to tour the facilities.
That was my
Oh,
next
okay.
one.
There.
That's number
Yes.
one.
I said that to you
Yes.
earlier, but I would
I would love
like
to do
go.
that.
oh, we're skipping ahead.
Yeah, y'all get ahead. So are you good on information you need me to gather? Is there anything else you can think of? Off the top of your head, may not that you can't. Have other opportunities to ask. Okay. Then,
What about the future of their employees? Do we have to hire all of them or not, or just kind of, or is that up? That depends.
that's
on
up to the
vote.
board. Once it goes through, that's up to that board. Part of that money that comes out is you do have the ability to do severance pay. But that's up, once it's done, that's up to that board on who to apply and the positions. Yeah, number 4 is facility review, and then do you want to do that as a group? Do you want to do it separately?
I think group. We can bounce questions and ideas on.
I'll make sure, because that we'll have to do a special board meeting
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll have to come here, have a special board meeting, you'll have to go through, there'll have to be a change of placement on it, so we'll have to work in special laws, so.
Okay.
Date and time for that.
I mean,
Can we do, you're busy Saturday, I was gonna say, can we do it Saturday
we don't.
after?
We don't want to do it during school hours, right? We want to do it probably in the evening or?
Well, I was thinking that Saturday.
Well, if it's quick, I could do it that Saturday, yeah.
Unless we change it to 9, and then we could take all the questions for that weekend, and then tour the facility, would that work?
Sure.
That works for me.
That Saturday?
We're just gonna have to control how long that
Yeah.
meeting, the community meeting goes. So give it a big buffer in there, maybe like 4 hours or so, but
Yeah, that'd be fine.
What time do you have to be done?
I'm in the city by 8 o'clock.
Okay,
So
we're good, we're
Okay.
good.
can we
So,
try
are
it
you
like
okay?
2
Leave
p.m.?
at 10, leave it at 10 a.m. then?
That's fine.
Yeah, 10 a.m. is fine for me, if that works for
So
you.
we'll, so do a 3 p.m. special board meeting.
Do this, go get lunch, and then go to Paoli. 3 p.m., May 3rd, for a facility tour at Paoli.
So it'll be a separate
Special board meeting.
Okay, that is what I had on my list to be accomplished today. Is there anything else you want to think of?
Just like to let everybody know, I'll be available after this if you want to come talk to me. Go ahead.
Oh, do we go to adjourn?
Yes, I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second. Alex?
Yes.
Elizabeth? Yes. Yes.
Here we are with the superintendent of Whitebead School, and they were asking him, what is the proposal from Paola to Whitebead Schools?
The proposal to Whitebead Schools was for there to be a voluntary annexation.
And that's all we have right now. It's just a little piece of paper with a bunch of signatures and just that letter.
Yeah, a letter, an official letter from the school board at Paola requesting Whitebead to consider annexing.
And we're just in the first steps of this.
This is very early in a long process.
What is the difference between an annexation and consolidation? Those are a lot of words that have been thrown around a lot. What is the difference between those two terms?
And I don't know, super technical, but two districts are merging. In this situation, in an annex, one district is taking over the other. And so two districts become one.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Appreciate and I hope this works out for the betterment of everybody.
Hope it works out the best for the kids.